You're watching the 2018 Northwest Pinball Championships. You're now about to watch the quarterfinal round of the Open Finals. Enjoy.
Yeah, come on over, Dave.
Grab that chair. Yeah, Dave, he was looking for the ball of his life on TNA. Dave Stewart, tournament director of the Vancouver Flip Out tournaments and also the Northwest Pinball and Arcade Show tournaments, and he's now joining us here in the broadcast booth, which is one of those, I don't know, I call it a nice redemption award we like to give players, joining us in the booth, if you don't make it.
Hi, Chase.
Hi,
Ashley.
Hello,
and I
Dave.
was just about to question whether or not this is, punishment or
No, it's a consolation
it's
prize.
a consolation prize.
Along with money, because everyone playing today will get paid out.
So how are you feeling going into that last ball of TNA?
Well, unfortunately on TNA, I had not had any good luck. I had struggled on that game all weekend long, so lack of confidence. I didn't have the confidence going in.
Yeah.
Usually I like to sit back and not even pay attention to what others are doing because I go in a game and I know what I need.
Yeah.
At this point, I was watching the other players because I had to figure out where the points were.
Yes.
How were they scoring? And I still don't understand the scoring on TNA. And it's like you got one multi-ball, you hit a whole lot of stuff, you have 100,000. Get
Yeah.
another multi-ball, hit a whole lot of stuff, you've got $500,000 or $1 million.
So we're going to follow Robert Gagnon.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And we're going to take a look at Guardians of the Galaxy as Robert steps up here. First time we're seeing him today. Shawn
Who's he
Lin.
playing? Damien, Jermaine, and Shawn Lin.
Yes. How you feeling about Guardians when you were playing over there? You look like you're knocking it
Yeah, it
pretty
seemed
well.
like you like that one.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to pick that machine, and I could have had a higher score on it, but I tended after first two balls, I had a decent lead, and I was close to a multi-ball, so I decided to go with the safe shot and not worry about bringing in a mode,
Yeah.
and just started it. And had I started the mode first,
Yeah, you may have.
I may have gotten into more points, but it's one of those, I was playing safe at that point.
And a lot of players, Raymond Davidson, we saw do that yesterday.
I did it yesterday and bricked the shot trying to start the mode, and as a result, never got my multi-ball.
Yeah, and then you have that memory in your head, and that affects how you play.
So I was going for the points where you can get them.
So it looks like the strategy that a lot of players are taking here with their first ball and getting that mode started is Quill. Is just going right into it.
Absolutely. The one thing you want to do when you're playing in a tournament like this, where you're changing machines every couple of minutes, you want the opportunity to get the feel for the machine. The best way to do that is get a multi-ball going with Ball Saver, because I don't know if I couldn't tell if he was doing it, but sometimes when you get that, you focus less on the important shot you actually need for points.
Yeah.
But get a feel for the shot. Sometimes you will go for the harder shot if you know you're going to need it later in single ball play.
Yeah.
You want to get the feel for it.
Yeah, while you have a little insurance.
So because when there's an easy multi-ball to get, it's not uncommon for players to go after that first.
So now with Quill being ended, it looks like Robert is chiseling away there at Groot.
Yeah, my expectation is he'll get it ready, but he won't start it until he brings in the mode. The difference is if this is ball 3, you might take it. So now
he has Groot ready.
Yeah, ball 1 you can risk a little more.
So flipper pass.
Is he going to post pass?
So he's got his mode select shot there, and then he's got his Groot shot up
ready.
there.
Oh, that was your mouse going on there.
Yeah,
I was
me.
like wondering what the ball was doing.
Yeah.
There we
goes
go.
right to the
Very
mode
nice shot on the mode start.
And he goes and selects Antiquities. No?
Yeah, sibling rivalry is what he usually goes for. If you're good at hitting the ramps, sibling rivalry is a good mode to get. You can easily score 100 million just by looping ramps.
Wow.
And doing it in multi-ball with the extra bonus multiplier, you can get even more than that.
And this, another particularly challenging thing about this Guardians is that it's virtual lock. So during the group multi-ball, a group won't hold two balls nicely for you.
That's true.
Yep. makes it a lot harder to get those shots.
It makes it harder during multi-ball, but it actually
Yes.
makes starting multi-ball a bit easier.
Yes.
Because shots from the right flipper will hit the mouth easily, but not always go in.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this ball control from Robert right now.
Yeah,
He's
some
got
very
a 2x.
impressive ball control.
He's already got a 2x shot on that right ramp, and he nails it with the super jackpot, 12 million. And putting up a good score early already, 51 million. And counting.
And this is the kind of thing for me that's intimidating. When the first player puts up a great score, it really sets the tone. So what's the deal with the 2, sibling rivalry 2, Dave? How do you get those extra points?
So every mode, if you complete all the shots in the mode, and you can tell the shot, maybe not in multi-ball, but during single ball play, you can tell how many you need in the top left corner.
He's going to get that
when
back.
When you complete a mode, the shot that's associated with that mode, which is a shot that has that mode's name on it, goes into a mode 2, and it's a one-shot deal. And
so
it's worth quite a few points, often on the order 10 to 20 million. I don't know exactly what the scoring is.
So if you have your multiplier, for example, on that shot.
That's the whole thing, and that was one of the things that on the game I played on there. I don't know if you were broadcasting at the time, but I didn't.
Look at that, 274 for Silbering, plus the 30 for Groot. He's at 347. Ball 1.
That's a very impressive score.
Yeah. Cycling through how much score he needs and goes back into mode select. So now the second time through, where's he going?
Go for Antiquities, try and get that orb.
Yep, I was just going to say. And boom, there's the first orb shot.
Yeah. Robert is brave. Most people avoid that orb shot. Maybe you'll go after it if you already accidentally got 2 locks or something, and you'll say, go for the third one. That is a very dangerous shot. Hitting that drop target dead on, the ball just goes flying everywhere. But, you know, sometimes with risk comes reward.
I was going to say he's in a position of being in ball 1 with a great score. So,
yeah, if anyone has not seen it, Robert got Save Xanadar and managed to get the 24x multiplier on the jackpot shot.
Yeah, that's on his Facebook wall, right?
Yes, there's a video out there.
It's insane.
If you ever want it, and I know Robert asked me, it's like, you know, are you surprised that I got that and all that? I said, look, the fact that this game has that ability, that mode, if there's anybody in the world who would get it, he's one of them. They made the whole mode just for him.
Yeah, he holds information in his head really well. So he knows exactly where he is in the game. He knows what shots he needs.
How intimidating is it when you see a player like Robert put up a huge score on a ball 1, first player, first position, and you're sitting back second, third, or fourth? Does it do anything to the psyche at all?
Game 1, no. If you have the right mindset that you realize you don't need to win every game.
Yeah.
You see something like that, you hope it might affect the other players too, the same way as you. So that's where you start playing for second place. So, you know, if I was coming up after him, it's like, I'm not going to worry about hitting that score yet. I'll play my game, see where I end up. And if I can get, you know, 2 points out of this game instead of 4, then so be it. That's
he thought that would dead pass.
Yes, he did, but wow.
Fabulous ball.
Picking up the bonus there, 495 million on
He's
ball
got
1.
a half a bill.
Yep, just nothing.
Just a little
no
half
big deal.
bill.
Half a billion.
I'm just glad he's not player 4. Because sometimes a player like that has a great ball 1, great ball 2, and they're player 4, so they don't finish their ball 3.
Sure, yeah.
You know, I want to see that game.
You want to see that gameplay through, yeah.
So right now, Damien going to be stepping up here as he comes into the frame here, walking around players. Here's Damien entering on the right side of your screen. Damien's pointing at the score. Johnny Monica, he's like, can you believe that? Can you believe that?
Can you believe he couldn't hit 500 million? Can you believe that?
In the chat here, it's hard to beat 100% positive energy. It's a joy to watch him play. Others look like they're doing their taxes. Oh, no. But he will get that back. No targets hit.
Yeah, that's why a lot of these players are short plunging on these games with no ball save. You can kind of, if you don't validate.
Yeah, but eventually you have to take your first shot. And on this game, the 2x multiplier can be worth so much.
So you just full plunge.
I went for the skill shot.
Or the skill shot.
It's basically skill shot. It's not the points. It's the fact that you get one of the 2 shots up there.
Right.
And you're setting yourself up for a 2x shot. Because if you pick the right 2x shot, which is knowing which mode you plan on playing, that's the one you want to get the 2x shot, so that if you complete the mode, remember you were talking about like that sibling rivalry
form.
#2.
So interestingly, Damien took Yaka and not Quill on his first.
A lot of people start with Yaka.
Okay.
So Yaka has much more advantage if you don't have virtual locks, because you get shots and points for going into the pop bumpers. So a typical strategy with regular locks is you'll pick Yakima and you'll do your lock ball. It shoots a ball in the plunger and it's scoring Yakima shots. And you complete the mode. All of a sudden you get multi-ball. You complete that mode fairly quickly. With virtual locks, you don't quite have the same advantage unless you start multi-ball though. You get free points just by launching into each ball that launches. So you probably let 1 or 2 go when the ball saver was on.
Ooh, and that's the end of that group multi-ball.
That was quick.
So that Yaka 2 shot, I don't think if you can see the light, is on the very left. I call it the alleyway.
But it's not lit. I don't think it's lit yet.
So he must not have finished Yaka. No, he hasn't finished Yaka. It's still flashing. So I was kind of wondering if they put it on virtual locks in order to keep people from completing that 2x multiplier.
No, the virtual locks are more to make it fair for players, because there's a difference between one player getting the ability to lock the ball in the hole versus the other one only has to hit the mouth. It's more of an equalizer to make things balanced.
And that's what Dave was talking about. The orb shot can be brutal.
Yeah, deflection off the orb stand-up target there to the left out lane. And Damien was trying to start some chops and wood, but unfortunately, gonna take a breather. Hey, Shawn. Hi. As he looks over on the camera, Shawn from Vancouver, BC. You'll probably be seeing Shawn competing here in a couple weeks up in Vancouver. Right in his backyard.
I'm sure we'll see him.
Yeah.
You had a good half dozen to a dozen Canadians come down for this.
Yeah, it was a good showing. Yeah. And some people from Portland, too.
A few from Portland, a few from California.
Yep.
Damien is one of the Californians in here.
So right now, in Quill.
So do you trap up like that when your ball save's still going, or do you try and get a couple shots off, some of the riskier shots?
Depends on the game, my mood, and which shots.
Sure.
A lot of times with the ball saver going on, it's a good time to take potluck shots at different things. But if you know that there's something you want to get control, you want to hit, you sometimes trap up to keep the other balls out of the way, and the ball saver gives you an opportunity. If you kind of mess the trap up, just let the ball roll and you get a second try after it relaunches it.
Yeah. So he's going to take what he's due.
We are keeping an eye on the rookies right now. They are playing Funhouse in progress. This is the rookie round.
For the finals?
For the finals, so the first game in the rookie round. And right now, it is really too close to call looking over. All 4 players are within literally a million of each other.
It's a brutal game to pick for the final.
Yeah, so we are keeping an eye on that, and we will cut over there probably for game 2 and 3, so we can see where they are in the process. But keeping an eye on rookies as well for you guys, and give them some love. But right now, Shawn has an orb shot lit.
Did a little dance there.
He's got Groot ready for him for his first virtual. Oh no, that's man, those are the floaties, man. I hate those. Like it's watching it in slow motion.
Oh, oh man, from that dead end.
Yeah, basically it comes up here, came back down,
Hit
and
that
then
middle
came
post.
over. Just
terrible.
mean. So Jermaine, tournament director, making it into the top 8 as he steps up here to Guardians of the Galaxy.
There is one advantage. A lot of times people think, oh, it's an advantage to play in your own tournaments. You know the machines and all that.
Yeah, we were talking about that. No way.
You don't even get a chance or anything like that. The reason, and I've experienced this myself, the reason you often see tournament directors doing well is because they don't have time to get stressed about their game. I don't know if you can see in the screen between balls, Jermaine is constantly running around, taking care of stuff. When it's his turn, they call him over, it's your turn, he plays his ball. So that's an example.
Watching.
You're not paying attention to what anyone else has. You just go, you play your best game, and when the dust settles, where do you lie?
Right.
So that, but in terms of games and that, if he flipped one flipper once to check if it was malfunctioning, that's probably the amount of practice a tournament director gets.
That's what I was saying
earlier. There's so much
earlier.
other stuff to set up.
When they fix a game, they open the glass up. They flip the switches manually. They don't get on there and play to diagnose.
Well, you will if it's a flipper issue.
Sure, but it's not like, hey, that lock might not be working. Let's play a full game
and
see.
It's not let me aim and see if I can hit the shot or something like that.
Oh, I find running the weeklies at 8-bit, I have had a couple rough weeks, and I just have so much fun running the tournament that I don't think about my game. I don't really pay much attention to how I'm playing.
And have you found you're doing better or worse?
I did have a night or two where I had a really good game, but I don't know. I think I kind of tend to play worse. I don't think there's. I think the only advantage would be how you handle the mindset if you can turn it into something.
JP3, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Much appreciated. And thanks to all the extra follows that have filtered through there as well. Thank you all. This is the open rounds semis, actually quarterfinals, excuse me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is going to go past 5. What time do you think this will...
Were you expecting to start at 1 and end at 5?
Well, we're going to get a one-ball games, right?
I'm the only one who does that.
So Robert back up again now, ball 2. So we could be here for another half hour. Yeah. Robert is just great with ball control.
So one of the things the tournament directors have to get good at is estimating how long things take. And different categories of players, different formats take different amount of time. It's not unusual for this type of format to take 2 hours per round, even with the hard settings, given the quality of players that are playing.
Right,
so with 4 rounds, you're talking about 8 hours. So you asked me what time, 9 p.m. But for some reason, the finals, sometimes seem to go faster. You expect to, so probably 8 p.m.
Wow, what a, I was going to say.
What a
tilt. I was going to be shocked if he was able to keep that ball in play. Wow. So no doubt Damien's going to take a walk around the building and wait for that tilt bob to kind of settle down. But wow. Right now keeping an eye on the finals of the rookie division. Sean McDonald right now leading his group with 5.6 million. As they're in ball 3 right now. So we're going to leave it right now with Dave and Ashley for a moment. I'm going to take a breather so I can go use the facilities because I haven't actually left. I've been here the entire time.
He's been here all morning.
So Ashley, you have the bridge. You have the con.
So putting more classic and EM games into shortened time. What do you think about that, Dave?
You could. and it also can backfire. Have you not seen some players play the EM games?
Yeah, you got to make sure they're set to 3 ball, not 5.
So there are some machines that are known tend to go faster, others that are long playing machines, and you've got to choose the right balance in terms of machines. It's just because it's an EM or just because it's a solid state doesn't necessarily make it faster. Some are very long playing. It's you want to make machines fair, because otherwise it just becomes luck. You really want to expose the skill, but you also can't leave them on location settings, because every player, you've got 4 players, every one of them is capable of a 1-hour game.
Yes.
If you left them on factory settings.
Oh, we've experienced that, yeah.
So and Northwest Pinball Championships is notorious or famous, depending on which way you want to look at it, at having some of the hardest settings you'll find anywhere.
I'm still kind of a noob, but I did feel they were pretty difficult settings.
Even like Papa A Division would sometimes have them like this. Indisc sometimes has them this difficult, but not many places have them, even harder than this. So if you had a chance to play some of these machines, you've experienced kind of the hardest they get from a tournament director's perspective. But if you learn on them, some people who own machines, I know Kaylee is known for that. He keeps these really hard settings on his home machines.
I know. I'm tempted to turn our Walking Dead, dial it.
Open the out lanes, increase the tilt sensitivity, and
Yep. So JP, is it JP the third? I can't read it very well. I run the tournament at 8-bit in Renton, Washington, and he wants to know if the tournament machines are harder than Yegpin.
Nothing in the world is harder than Yegpin. So they're similar to Yegpin on the finals day, after Jermaine Raymond and I beat up on Derek Thompson about being ridiculously hard, which was fine for a few of us, but really for the number of players, when you want to track not just top players but novices, Derek, the thing is, on any given machine, there's probably a half dozen things you could do to make them harder, and you pick what subset of those you want to do.
Yeah, you don't do all of them at once.
Derek did all of them. But I'll give you an example. Here on Dialed In, they did 2 different things. I would have done one, not both. On the left out lane, there's a post, and there's a kickback. So you make the kickback on hard settings, or you remove the post, but not both. By removing both, that out lane was swallowing balls all weekend.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing you can do to mitigate it.
Yeah. So that's an example, and Derek took a step back after, he had the right idea. When you're under time limits, you need to do something, and it's just part of every tournament director experimenting, and I see nothing wrong with experimenting with different things, because there's a lot of settings that become standard after, it's like, well, there's a game that used to always play too long. Someone figured out a good setting, and all of a sudden it becomes a good tournament machine instead of a band machine.
Yeah.
One thing that wasn't done on Metallica here that's often done in tournaments, well, actually, that's not true. They did do it a little bit. Crank It Up was only 10 hits, not 15.
On the coffin, is that it?
No. The Crank It Up, 10 hits on each shot.
10 hits on each shot.
In order to Crank It Up. The default settings are 15.
I thought that they were, yeah.
So there's an example of tournament settings actually making a feature easier, not harder. And the reason for that is Crank It Up is a challenging mode. It's a very high risk, high gain, but it's a single ball mode.
Yeah.
So often a typical tournament setting on Metallica is turn it to be make the multi-balls much more difficult. Like put Sparky on maximum difficulty.
Yeah.
But Crank It Up as easy as possible.
So that the players that take that risk.
The players tend to readjust their strategy, because you now have 2 strategies for getting really high scores, not just one.
And that's kind of the goal of tournament modifications in general, is to force people to alter their strategies, kind of get you out of your comfort zone.
Not necessarily just alter the strategy, but give people multiple strategies to reach the same goal, because that's when you really see the best of a pinball machine.
Yeah.
We've been talking, and we kind of missed that.
Yeah, we did
Well,
miss
already-
that.
this-
So we're only on ball 2. So we're about to start ball 3
Yeah,
here
but what we
after.
really missed is Robert went into ball 2 with 499. From the looks of it, he has 500 right now.
Yeah, he didn't do much on ball 2. He
So-
tilted. That was that tilt.
Oh, that was it. We blinked.
So now we're on ball 3. Let's see what he does. Is that a TNA shirt he has on? I can't tell.
No, that's the new Northwest.
Oh yeah, that's right. They
Pinball
took that.
champion
They took that
shirts.
TNA styling. Yeah. So
Yeah,
he traps up right away. Going for Groot. He only has what, 3 more shots maybe? Yeah.
If the lights would
All
stop
right.
flashing, I'd be able to see as well. Yeah, he's one shot away. Will he start a mode?
Looks like he's
Yeah.
going to try.
Yeah, see, he's got enough of a lead
Yes.
that risk reward is worth it for him.
Yeah. Nice trap from the right orbit. Just another brick on that mode start. Oh my gosh.
That looks like what I've done way too often.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that mode start shot.
Yeah, the shot on this machine's a little bit lower than on Guardians I played elsewhere. And it's not uncommon. The bricking is you're actually shooting just a tad too early.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that was a misflip there. That's too bad. Still, what a great score. All right, now we have Damian Charletti, maybe?
Charletti.
Charletti, thank you. And he came up from Southern California with Johnny Monica, and who else from Southern California? Is that it?
So Bob Matthews is up as well. I think Mike Jin was from California.
Yeah, a lot of people traveling.
Eric Wagensener is also from there. He's from Bay Area. I know Johnny and I think Bob as well are from Southern California. Damien's from one of the two.
I think.
I think he's northern.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's northern because they share in the IFPA state. They're the one state that they've allowed 2 state representatives, one
Okay.
north, one south. And I think Damien is a rep of the north, with Jim Belcedo being the rep in the south.
It's a nice tip over the left flipper. Damien getting loose, shaking it off. Yeah, there we go. So it looks like I think he was maybe bending down to aim to get a better look at that mode start shot.
So if he hasn't done Quill's quite, it's such a close game, I'd go for the multi-ball. Take the multi-ball, Quill's craft.
Right,
would be
I
my-
would too, I think, just for
But
the
he's also only
safety.
Actually, he's only 2 shots from the Yakima, and he's close. If I'm not reading the playfield incorrectly, he's already got 2 locks.
Okay, so oh, I need to switch seats. I can't read this. Shining Face? Is that Force? Shining Force.
He just completed Yaka Arrow, so Yaka Arrow is now going to be on the left worth. I think it's usually about 17 million.
Yeah.
But if he wants to play the risk reward game, he'll get his multi-ball going, get his 3x multiplier.
Oh, but
And he won't do that.
Yeah, that's too bad. Not a bad bonus. So the Shawn and Jermaine both have a little work to do, but definitely possible to pass that 39 million. Yeah. So Mike Jin, Derek Price, Mike Welsh, all SoCal, and Bob too, according to Shining Force. Oh, okay. No, he hasn't validated yet. That scared me a little bit.
So in that time, he let it bounce over to the other flipper rather than trying to live trap. And because there was no validation, I guess he felt it was safe to let it go down.
Yeah, I like that little trick. Short plunge, no validation. It's nice on the new Sterns.
Yeah. Well, it depends how new. Iron Maiden, with Keith Elwin designing it, he said no more of that.
Yeah, no, he just if you don't validate, it'll auto plunge.
It will auto plunge.
If you're fast, you can keep kind of trying for what you're trying for.
I believe there's a switch on that gate out of the plunger lane, and so as soon as that switch gets triggered.
Okay, I bet that might be a setting too, because the one at 8-bit doesn't.
You can get playfield validation.
Yeah, it'll auto plunge the ball after your first plunge.
That's what I mean.
But if you catch it fast enough, I've plunged it 3 or 4 times.
That's what I'm saying. The gate at the end of the plunger lane, not the switch in the plunger lane. The gate at the end of the plunger lane. If you get past that, I'm guessing. I haven't looked at the actual design of that. Someone who has access to an Iron Maiden could probably confirm it. But.
So Shawn is looking like he'll probably catch Damien here, although still a couple more million points. There it is. And that's a super jackpot. So now he's got the long grind of trying to catch Robert.
Well, actually, more important for him right now is not trying to catch Robert.
Just trying to put some distance.
Because he still has Jermaine following him. And you have to assume that Jermaine's going to get some amount of points.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to get 50 or 100. So if you think about it, he's 450 million away from Robert. But every every million points he gets is just that much more of a blanket and that much harder for Jermaine to catch him. So this is where you just grind. If you see points on the playfield, go get them. You're not,
So he's got his shot multiplier lit, and he had a ball save, so that's good. So he's already finished Antiquity Shop. I wonder what multiplier that means. We'll go for. So he's going for the old orb multiplier. So he's got 2 orbs collected, only 1 more. Backhands the orb. I think that's the preferred way to hit that orb. A little lucky bounce into the mode start.
Yeah, there's less energy on the ball when you if you hit it as a backhand shot.
That's usually safer on most machines in general, right?
Yeah, well, if you miss your shot, it doesn't go flying, or in this case, even if you make the shot, it doesn't go flying as hard, so you have a little bit more reaction time.
All right, so he has orb multi-ball, a really good point opportunity. He has to really quickly, and he does. And he gets a nice, good jackpot value for his orb. All right, and you can already see that shot multiplier doing some work on his jackpots.
I just realized I never go for orb multi-ball, so I'm not even sure what to shoot for once you're in it.
And I don't go for it either, but I believe that it's kind of like move your car, I think, where when you hit it, you get more the next time you hit it.
Is it?
Our viewers will chime in about 30 seconds. We'll find out.
You did notice how much of a move he made, and he got like a danger warning out of it.
Yeah, I did yesterday too.
Yeah, so one of the things that we started doing in our tournaments here 2 years ago at the Northwest Arcade Show, Jermaine pointed out we had one machine with a problem with the tilt. It would wobble constantly.
Yeah.
And he had read about this earplug hack thing.
I've heard of that.
And so he put it in. He said, let's try, see if we fix it. And it was such a huge effect. It settles a tilt bob in about 5 seconds.
That's crazy.
That even with a sensitive game, you get one danger, and that's it. You don't get danger tilts. You don't get too much of that.
Yeah.
And so after having done that once and seeing it, it was Vancouver Flip Out last year, we decided to do the same thing, but we said let's just put it in every machine. And it was such a success because people felt the tilts were fair. They only got a danger when they knew they did something.
Sure.
And they didn't suffer these danger tilts. And what happens is you can actually put the tilt a lot more sensitive than usual.
Oh, okay.
But you limit it to one danger. And we've done that at Vancouver. We do it at Northwest Arcade Show, and this year Jermaine did it in all the machines here at the Northwest Pinball Championships. So that's why you're not seeing many danger tilts. You're seeing a danger, and you basically get 2 shoves. On the third one, you tilt.
Yep, and that's the whole idea behind the tilt system.
Yep.
I did see a couple double danger tilts on Shadow.
Shadow, they supposedly adjusted it. They couldn't adjust it at mid-tournament. But yeah, I had several on Shadow happen to me. That one was, there was something wrong with the way it was set up. Even too sensitive, even with the earplug in there. And they did loosen that a little bit before the finals. But once you have people who have started qualifying on it, unless it's an absolute necessity,
you don't want to change it. Yeah,
you don't. So Shadow was the exception. You basically one shove and the game would tilt on you during qualifying.
ZZ Top says for orb multi-ball, you shoot every shot and then the super lights on the orb. So I assume that super must be pretty huge if people...
Yeah, it also looked like it was $4 million a shot for the jackpots, which is decent scoring.
No, that's not bad at all. And if you get multipliers up, then
get multipliers, do them on combos. Generally, Guardians, any shot on a combo would basically double that shot, and so, which is good. I like that. There's a few machines that do that.
Transformers. I know that's a huge part of the Transformers strategy.
Star Trek, the Stern Star Trek is actually the first time I really saw it consistently. Doesn't matter what shot, any combo is always double.
Oh, the combo multiplier. Sorry, I distracted. They're asking what. Oh wow, ZZ Top saying he's seen 320 mil supers in orb many times. Yes, they added earplugs to the tilt bobs, which settles them much faster.
So, I don't know the website, but if you do a Google search on pinball tilt bob earplug, you'll see there's a video that actually shows you the difference and the effect of adding the tilt bob. We used to, one of the issues that you have in a lot of tournaments, a person in front of you tilts and everyone puts a stopwatch on it and waits 2 minutes.
Sure. Yeah.
Notice you don't see any of that here because you don't need it.
I've seen the tilt cams. Kind of a cool...
Yeah. It would be great to see a tilt cam before and after.
Here, hold on one second. I think we're about to... All right, we're going to move to Adam's family, and I'm going to refresh here, click on Adams, and hopefully that works. It did work.
Yep, that little bit of silence was tournament director saying, hey, you want to watch us? Come on. Let's change the screen.
Yeah. Jermaine came over. He's, are you following us? All right, so Jermaine is starting. Oh my gosh. Wow. What a save out of the out lane. Did you see that shake? He got a double danger, but totally worth it.
And there you go. There's another example of the tilt sensitivity.
Someone just reminded me, Johnny reminded me to hit that create clip, so I definitely got that one. I bet a few of you did too. Wow.
All right, so you can go back to see it after. I heard there's instant replay on your setup.
We can do it right here, and you'd have to ask Chase how it works. But basically later we'll have all these clips.
Oh, in the highlight reel.
Yeah, so we'll be able to have a 2018 NWPC highlights. Zentron says he thinks Papa uses aluminum foil for the. What is this? Oh, do you mean for the tilt bob or for the metal? What is this? So metal rod loop.
So the earplug goes into. So if you have a tilt bob, then there's a metal rod. The metal rod connects at the top.
Okay.
And the tilt bob is actually at the top, which is where the pendulum point is. And what it does is basically adds friction to create a pendulum that stops swinging after a couple of swings, which means within a couple of seconds.
This was a nice trap from Robert. Oh, on the fly backhand into the mansion. The mansion is brutal this weekend. We've talked about it a little bit. Got those extra fat rubbers on either side.
This game has in general played a lot more difficult than Adams families, other than that rubber. One thing I noticed was on any machine, I like to have a safe shot. If there's a ball on the flipper and it's out of control, you just take a whack, and the safe shot's a really easy shot. And usually on this game, from the left flipper, the safe shot is just shoot the ramp, helps you gain control. But the alignment, it was a much harder ramp to hit from the left flipper than any Adams family I've ever played before.
Terrain for Robert. Yeah, the flippers, I think Chase called them droopy. I like that. They're just a little lower, so it makes it really hard to, and a lot of people use the strategy of backhanding that center ramp, which is really impossible from a trap on this Adams. So up next we have Damian Charletti. Got that right that time. Charletti. And
until he comes later, listens to this, and tells me I pronounced his name wrong.
Thanks for clipping that, Shining Force. Feeling the flippers. All right. Skill shot also a little tough on this Adams.
Actually, I found the skill shot very consistent.
Consistent? It felt like it was, I was risking going all the way around to get it.
It was at 3.5 diamonds. If you're one of the tricks to doing skill shots is you pull the plunger back. There's some guides where you can see how far back the plunger is, and you're looking at where you were so that repeated shots can be done from the same spot, or a little bit more, a little bit less. And on this one, it was consistently at the 3.5 spot.
If you can figure that out, it's probably the most important game in this room to be nailing the skill shot.
Especially the way this one was playing. I got, because of skill shots, you got 3 balls, 2 locks. So that's 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5.
Yep.
And then if you manage to hit 2 side ramps, another 5 million thing on that.
Yep.
That was half my score on half the entries. And if you look at the qualifying scores, they were very low on this machine.
Now, there were only, I think, 2 or 3 games that were even over 100 million, which is not, on a normal Adams family, 100 million is, I mean, that's kind of my goal.
Yeah. So, getting close to 20 million thanks to this, to the skill shots. Again, that was still 20% of those 100 million scores. But you look at how many scores were under 50, and that's that's neighboring half of your score.
So, a little out of control here. He gets a 5 times graveyard. Really nice shot there. And handles the kick out nicely. That kick out is not too bad considering the funhouse kick out. Got Damian in the lead. So he gets a second million plus ramp that builds.
Yeah. And what's nice about that also lights 5 million at, so if he shoots the quick multi-ball shot, or let's say on the next ball on the skill shot, he can collect that 5 million for completing the thing lights.
Yes.
There it is.
It seems to be a little bit of a safer route than trying to advance the mansion awards.
No, but the mansion is, that's what Adams family is all about.
Well, that's why I don't even go for multi-ball when I'm playing at home.
I don't go for multi-ball usually and let it happen when it happens. But in the tournament play, because of the challenge of that chair,
yes,
I at least try to get my easy multi-ball, which is the first one, because you get 3 free hits by starting 3 balls, so you really only need 2 hits to light it.
So if you're going for the swamp risky, you might end up getting a whole bunch. That's what Pinball Wiz says.
Might be get a whole bunch what?
Yeah, mill plus, but graveyard all day it looks like. Yeah, that's what we're kind of talking about.
Yeah, I don't think I hit the graveyard shot once. I got a lot of million pluses. Again, the flipper alignment was not usual.
No.
And it's certainly doable, but
nice
it wasn't as easy a 5x graveyard shot. Because I agree, when scores are only in the 50 million, you get a couple 5 million graveyard shot.
That makes a difference.
But I was still making those shots. Usually if it did bounce off of it, it wasn't straight into the out lane. It was not safe to just let the ball drop.
No.
That was more likely to send the ball out of control if you don't flip. And I find every Adams family behaves differently in
Looks
balls
like
approaching that flipper.
He was trying to get a couple cousin hit points there, which I haven't seen people really try and play that mode. Oh, good, another train hit. So one more for Trainwreck. Which again, 5 million points on this Adams is actually. Oh. That's how I feel like this Adams plays. You just want to rack your score up in increments of 5 million points.
Yeah. No, it really is. The game is set up to just grind it. You see 2 million, just take the million or two anywhere you see it.
Yep. So a bit of a shaky ball one for players 1, 2, and 4. Not bad for 1 and 2.
Actually, I think the 13 million, the ball is about on par.
Yeah.
If you look at the average scores during qualifying. You know,
Such a low scoring Adams. So a train wreck crash gives a whole graveyard value. I didn't realize that. Did you know that?
no, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't. That's what. So we're not sure about that, Pinball Whiz. Says the max you can get from Swamp is 20 million. I thought it is that okay.
So it can go. Pop bumpers will raise it up to 4 million.
Okay.
And the more your pop bumpers are lit, every side ramp adds a light, unless you get one of the modes which lights all of them to max value, and that increments the Swamp. And if it goes through the opto to the upper left flipper, that gives you a 5x graveyard. So you can max out that Swamp at 4 and get a 5x up to 20, which actually I've sometimes done just as a challenge on the Adams family I have, which is let's see who can get the highest graveyard score. That's the whole game.
Right? That's the fun of owning pinball machines, just to make those little. Oh, that magnet totally killed it. There's the evil power.
There's no magnets in pinball.
It's all in their heads. Not a bad ball, too, from Jermaine. See what Robert makes of it.
So Robert's probably going to go for a multi-ball very quickly. He already has 4 greed shots, so the 5th greed shot is going to light his lock. And so if he gets a skill shot, that's basically going to give him his first lock.
Yeah, that's when I'm on a big game of Adams Family, that's the only reason to get multi-ball for me is just to get that lock skill shot value. So I'm peeking at the NWPC Rookie Finals. We have finished our Funhouse game. 5 million for Mike Jin. Oh, and just behind him, so it's 5.645 and 5.561 million. Zach Amador, 2 points. Right now they're playing Metallica. So we're on ball 2 of this game. I'm going to stick with this Adams Family game, and I would like to catch the final Rookie Finals game.
Well, I'm too far from the controls, so it's up to you.
I have all the power. And he gets his lock shot. So, does anyone have... Now, if other players have balls locked, you don't get that opportunity.
You don't get the extra skill shots. See,
So
which is
there
what's
we
happening
go.
here.
Yeah.
So that's one disadvantage here is you could end up giving the one person all of his skill shots. If they lock the balls, when we're playing TNA, it's like you lock the balls. Oh, no, I left them for someone else.
Yeah.
Here it's like, good, I left them for someone else. They're going to clear them, and then you go get the skill shots again.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
I have learned, do not count Robert out.
No, you can't. I don't think you can count any of the players playing here now out until the last ball is drained. Well, their last ball. So let's see if Damien can increase his lead. And where I'm looking, there he is.
So they talk about two kinds of players in tournaments, the walkers and the watchers. Damien is one of the walkers. The walker, they don't want to watch what the other players are doing, so when others are playing, they take a walk.
Okay.
And when it's their turn, sometimes they might be a mile away, so you kind of have to
Sure.
wait for them to come back.
But there's not really like a time. I mean, they
Actually, there is. IFPA rules, you have a minute.
Oh, you have a minute. It's not 30 seconds though. It's yeah.
So there are rules, and you would not get DQ'd the first time.
Okay.
If anything,
Oh my. Oh, that was really close and a really good attempt at saving it from that out lane. Wow.
He actually
clip.
He did a really good job demonstrating how to save a ball in an out lane, and if you're playing on a machine that has looser tilt, he would have gone away with 2 danger warnings on that. So
yes.
You can watch the way he was shaking the machine.
Oh, I see Jermaine do that all the time. It's one of and also Chris Chin is another person I just see manipulate the machine in incredible ways like that. All right, we have Shawn Lin up, about to close out ball 2. Robert is currently in the lead with 4 points. Shawn is second with 2 points. Damien's got 1 point. Jermaine has no points. But he's looking to maybe pick some up if he keeps up his performance here. First skill shot of the game for Shawn. And he,
That
is.
I'm not sure I saw how that ended up in the right out lane after a skill shot.
Yeah, he held the right upper flipper up. So the ball.
Oh, so the ball hit thing.
It
and
hit
then
thing
bounced.
and then just was kind of sending it over that way.
Yeah, I'm not sure that.
I don't think that's the right move there.
No, that one you could take a shot at the ramp.
I think it's safer.
Get your million, feeds a potential 5 million shot.
Or you can leave the flipper down, right? And just try and catch it on the right flipper at the bottom.
Possibly. I haven't tried that. Obviously, it works. See, one of the things you have to keep in mind is, when you miss your skill shot, you let it drain, and sometimes it goes straight down the middle.
Yes, yeah.
Well, after kick out on some Adams families, it will do that too. I never bothered actually checking what happens.
I did it yesterday a couple times.
I was doing the million plus ramp, and it was actually, giving me
good points.
Good points because I was able to hit the shot fairly consistently. It was not a hard side ramp shot.
Well, it was a disappointing ball from Jermaine, but he does widen the gap a little bit between him and Robert and Shawn. I've seen these 3-game sets end up with 3 players, a possibility for 3 players to end up with 6. So, like you said earlier, a loss does not mean that you're done.
So he had his multi-ball lit. Going straight for multi-ball was definitely the thing to do because now he's got a little bit of safety.
Yep.
1 jackpot, and he beats at least 1 player.
Ooh, that was a rough. Oh, all right. That's not the worst power. So now he's where he wants to be. Pops it right up there, and he'll go for that million plus ramp for the double jackpot. Or super, I should say. That power, oh my god. It's so scary. Oh, and it sends it curly queuing down the middle.
And they didn't do it here. A lot of tournaments disable the
I've seen that
power. The reason is if you hold the ball for like 15 seconds, the power will temporarily go off just to...
But only for 1 switch hit. So once you hit a switch hit, that power's back on, and then you've got someone waiting 15 seconds.
Right, and it creates a lot of delay because, there's no rule against holding the ball for less than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So they didn't disable it here, but fortunately I also did not see anyone taking advantage of that.
And actually they've got, I don't know if you saw the sign, they've got an upgraded code or a different code on there that basically shortens that power. So you can, if you trap up for, I think it's 3 or 4 seconds, it'll go away. So the power will go, if you hit a switch, the power will be back on. But after 3 or 4 seconds of not hitting a switch, it'll turn off.
Okay, yeah. The note said, modded based on pin side, but I didn't actually look up.
Oh, yeah, and then actually it didn't
say how
how
it changed.
Yeah, someone came by, I think Raymond sat down with us yesterday and explained that, yeah.
Let's see it again. Top players, and you're looking at very low scores.
Yes. Oh, these are scores I look at. I'm so disappointed if I get this score at the Adams Family 8-bit. I'm disappointed with under 100 million on this game. And I would have been thrilled with 30 million yesterday. I like the little happy dance that Damien does after he gets that skill shot. See, did he do it again? No. He already did it once. He tried to, on-the-fly backhand that mansion shot. Oh, and he gets it from the right flipper. Oh, so scary from that right flipper.
Well, I know your aim needs to be more accurate doing it on the fly, but on the other hand, your ball's got a little bit momentum and sticks harder. Like will actually sometimes not bounce on the rubber. It's just gonna, despite the rubber, go straight in. So it's not necessarily a disadvantage with those rubbers there if you can be accurate enough.
I was gonna say you have to really trust your own accuracy there.
Yeah.
Oh, and he makes that restart. So I actually, as a noob, kind of prefer the restart because it delivers one ball right up to a jackpot opportunity. Yeah. So if you're having trouble like me.
And gives you another skill shot.
Yeah. Yeah, right there. Maybe, I mean, if you look up at your score, you're the last player and you see you only need 5 million points. And
let's see, then that can happen on your restart.
Yeah. But that's okay. Got those points. Yeah. He's building his lead on Shawn Lin. And he backhands that mansion. So he's got his quick multi-ball. A lot of people have really been utilizing this quick multi-ball this weekend. Oh, right out lane. Yeah.
Again, when you have low scores, a lot of times you think the quick multi-ball, it's only 5 million, 6 million. You're talking about you're usually looking for 100 million or more, but when you have these small scores to beat, multi-ball, get 3.
And you get that skill shot again. Just by starting that multi-ball, you're going to get a chance at 5 million points. And that's one of the reasons that Adam's Family is my favorite pinball game, is that you're just watching this happen, and there's so many different ways to play it. It looks like such a simple, straightforward machine.
Well, to some extent, Adam's Family is what kicked off the early to mid-90s, which was one of the booms before everything went bust.
Yeah.
Late 90s. And you have a lot of great machines from that era. Adam's Family Fishtails, Indiana Jones, Twilight Zone, Attack from Mars, Medieval Madness.
All our favorites.
There's a group of great ones, and you were sort of building up with them with with Pat Lawler's games, Earthshaker and Funhouse, Whirlwind, but Adam's Family was one of the big ones to really turn things around. So he snuck 1 point out of that last ball then.
Which that kind of means something, because he's 1 point closer to Robert Gagnon, and he guaranteed that Robert didn't get any points on that match. Yeah, so that'll put Damien in the lead with 5 points, Jermaine in second with 2, Shawn in third with 3, Robert in third with 4, and oh my god, I just totally butchered that. I can't talk anymore today.
You want to start over?
Yeah. We will have Damien in first with 5, Robert in second with 4, Shawn in third with 3, and Jermaine in fourth with 2. Really close point spread. And I'm not going to try and do math, but I think there are certain situations that anyone could still
Yeah, they're
move
in
on.
a position now that anyone still has a chance. Obviously, the more points you have, the better chance you have.
And I want to see what the... All right, so we haven't started this rookie... Have we started the... Is the rookie final going on Shadow? No. No, that's Group 2, Raymond Davidson. I guess we're not doing. So I'm just going to take this opportunity to welcome Chase back.
Well, one of the things in the rookie final is that it's almost decided. They have a 8-4-2-0 scenario, which means the only Mike Jin is guaranteed second, and
He would have to get last.
He would have to get last, with Zach Amador getting first to force a tiebreaker for first and second. Anything else, then Mike is the winner of that division.
Welcome back, Chase. We just finished up a game on Adams, so you might want to switch it over.
Yeah, I was just taking a look at where to switch to, and I think we're going to head over to Metallica right now.
We're just kind of following this group because they're the kind of the fastest group.
Yeah.
But we could switch if someone else wants to.
So do we have a tiebreaker happening on Metallica here? Because
no, it's too early for tiebreaker.
oh, it was at first there was just 2-player in the game. Now it's 4. Someone hit the button enough times. So this is game number 3 of the group of Robert and Damien and Shawn and Jermaine.
Really close points.
Yes.
Now that you're back, Chase, I'm going to take a little break.
All right, you do that. And it's just Dave and I hanging out. Hey, Dave.
Hello.
Hi. Was able to stretch it out a bit. Get a brief dinner. And my dinner was, well, my lunch, I should say, was just a shake, protein shake.
Although next door there's a root beer shop with some great root beer floats.
I wish I could have it. Soda is out right now.
I'm sure they do a beer float for you if you really
Yeah.
leave out the root.
So a rare quick ball 1 there for Robert Gagnon, and now we're waiting on Damien to step up on Metallica.
You say rare. I have often seen Robert have these really...
Really?
Yeah. The thing you have to learn, though, is just because he did that on ball 1 and ball 2 does not mean that you've got an easy win against him. Because he definitely proves you only need 1 ball in the game. Remember, before you took your break, where you got 499 in that game,
Yeah.
I think he finished the game with like 501 or something like that.
Oh, wow. Really? So
he
it was
did
just
a bit,
the first ball only, and that was it?
He did a bit better than that in his last ball, but he literally got 1,000,000 points in his second ball. And the thing is, he has bad balls. It's not uncommon for him, but he doesn't let that ruin his whole game. And he'll come right back, and what he does on the next ball, his first ball will have no relevance to what he does on his second ball.
Not sure on the wait here. Here we go.
Yeah,
Damien
Robert,
now stepping up.
Damien player 2, Shawn, then Jermaine.
And there's a pledge from Damien. Seeing a lot of players just going right up the middle, heading after Sparky.
Yeah, well, Sparky's not on the hardest settings here. So, going after, trying to get your first multi-ball,
Ooh.
it's a good opportunity to get, 15, 20 million if you can get that going. And even if you do have a bad drain, if you can get a few hits, you at least have a bit more confidence going into a later ball that you're only, maybe 2 or 3 shots away from a Sparky multi-ball.
So moved off the first target there on Sparky. Now kind of getting towards that halfway mark for Sparky. Ball flirting with the left out lane. Nice nudges there by Damien. Keeping it back into play. And that's unfortunate off the right. Slingshot to the left out lane.
I'm not sure what he was shooting for there because it didn't look like he was going for Sparky on that last shot. Almost like he decided he might want to go do the
grave.
grave.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
It's possible that he wanted Sparky set up but not started, which, sometimes if you want to bring in, this one doesn't really have the modes, but you might want to bring in another feature and be ready to start multi-ball at some other time.
So right now, Shawn Lin looks like, post transfer over. That Sparky shot's a lot easier from the left flipper. It is doable from the right, but much easier on the left.
I really didn't have much trouble from the right flipper on this one. I agree on some machines it's harder, but it was reasonable. And what was nice on this machine, it was kind of friendly that even if you were slightly late, if you're slightly late, it would still ricochet into Sparky, and if you're slightly early, you would get a coffin hit, and it would still kind of go up the playfield and not come back. It wasn't instant drain.
Right.
So it wasn't all that dangerous.
And right now into Shawn multi-ball, you can see Shawn there bouncing a bit, getting ready. So you'll see Shawn heading for those white rectangles that are flashing there on your screen. It's going to be the right and left orbits, the center Sparky shot, as well as the grave shot there. Oh! That's unfortunate. Looks like, I think he was going for snake there to probably add that ball.
Yeah, so what he did is first he went after the stand-ups. If you hit the 4 stand-ups on either side of the ramp in
those
the grave,
guitar picks that are located there and located there.
So by hitting all 4, and you do carry in any that were already hit before you started your multi-ball, it lights a snake for your add-a-ball, and then hit the snake. You not only get your add-a-ball, but you also get 2x scoring. So it's very common strategy to ignore your jackpots. Start by trying to get your 2x multiplier and your 2x multiplier with ball save and the extra ball coming in. Unfortunately, he didn't get the snake shot and double drained at the same time. And I think we've all been there, done that kind of thing.
Nice little nudge there from Jermaine as it was coming down the right side to nudge it away from the sling so it doesn't accidentally kick out anywhere. Is able to pick up a hit award there on Sparky. And now Jermaine playing nice control here as he chisels away on Sparky right now. Oh, wow, 2 dangers and he gets it out of there. What a save there by Jermaine.
I think you want to save that clip too.
That is a hit in the library. I know that our viewers have been clipping these as well for you guys, so thank you so much for doing that. But wow, what a save there by Jermaine. He took 2 dangers, but at this stage you do it.
Yeah.
Danger. Watch yourself. And Sparky electric chair multi-ball is now kicking off and started. We'll see if Jermaine starts going after those picks.
Yeah, the other thing that sometimes players will do is hit those fuel lights on the left. See, he just hit another one. Because then you shoot the left piston, and again, it can put you into 2x multiplier play. And if you combine that with the snake, you can get 4x shots. And, anytime you can have your playfield multiplier doubled or quadrupled, then you get a lot more scoring for doing exactly the same thing just by working up to it.
I don't know if you guys noticed it right there just before Jermaine lost his second ball, that he had a ball cradled and he was trying to deflect it off because he saw it was going down the drain. But unfortunately, wow, he saved another one.
Okay, there's another clip to follow the other one
Oh
on the
my
same
word.
ball.
The thing about that one though is he had no dangers to give, and so he took some guts there, and he did it. Unbelievable. Jermaine with a couple of key saves here. Trying to backhand it into the graveyard area. Hit that marker in the back.
So now I think you found your expert on that nudging tutorial.
Yeah, no
give,
kidding.
right?
Yes. Jermaine, tell us, how do you feel about that? Man, nice post transfer here. He likes backhanding into to the grave marker. Feels like a safer shot.
Again, it's, we were talking about that with Ashley.
Oh, one too many nudges. Yeah. Jermaine trying to hold on.
We were talking about that with Ashley. When you take the backhand shot, there's less energy on the ball should you miss.
Right.
And therefore, it gives you a little bit more time to react if you miss. So it's one of those, you're playing to be a little bit more defensive. It's not necessarily an easier shot, but it's a bit safer.
Right. So now we're up in ball 2. Robert got the headphones on, probably rocking out to some Metallica, we would only assume. Robert, whoa, took the nudge there. I don't know if he needed a nudge. It looked like it might have hit the tip of the flipper, but...
Well, see, that's the key thing. You said it might have.
Yeah.
And it's too late if you find out that...
Yeah, you should have done it, right.
You should have. So sometimes in taking advantage that you can, you basically have 2 of those per ball. His quick instinct was it's worth that extra little thing to have it.
And Robert feeling pretty good as he pops up on his toes as he gets ready to start the multi-ball. Sparky as he gets electrocuted. So Robert now hitting his jackpot shots. He's got 2 picks away from possibly adding in another ball.
2 picks and a snake.
And a snake, yes. Looks like he just lost 1, but he does get the super. 1.580.
So too late now, but he still has the left piston lit red. And with that piston, that can give him double play field as well. And then, it gives you something like 20 seconds, and as long as you hit it again, you reset the timer.
Sparky yelling out, let's go. Robert not even hearing it with his noise-canceling headphones, in the zone right now. Knocking down a target there in the graveyard. Another one now. Marker is available. Backhands it left ramp. And he's making some progress towards crank it up as well.
Yeah, he's got to shoot the snake, though, because he's getting progress on 2 of them, but he doesn't have any snakes lit.
No, and then here he goes the end, right back into another chair.
So, one of the things I like to do, even without the 2x multiplier, is hit that snake shot to light your shot so that as you make shots, you're also advancing towards crank it up. But without the snakes lit, he's not making any progress towards the snake portion of that crank it up.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back, Ashley. Hopefully you're able to take a breather. Thank you for covering for me as well.
Oh, yeah, it's nice to get up and walk around every once in a while.
Well, perhaps it will be my turn after this game for 5 minutes.
Nice control on the multi-ball there.
So his snake is lit. I don't recall seeing him start his out of ball yet. Right? And he's got the piston lit, so he can get up to 4x scoring on this multi-ball.
All right, and he didn't like that ball, so he decided to switch with the other one.
He's trying to get a half.
Oh, very nice.
That's a really nice cradle separation.
Shot out of the snake. He's trying to get back at the snake.
That could have perhaps started the out of ball. to restart the multi-ball,
yes.
but did not.
Yeah, well, there's so little grace period.
Yeah.
Or there really is no grace period, so.
You have to get that shot before the ball before it registers the drain.
Right.
Oh, and he knocks it out. Dang.
You know,
and it tilts on the way out.
I'm not sure he knocked it out. He saw it was starting to go out.
Oh, and he knocked it.
There's the ball on Metallica just spins towards that out lane all the time, and
almost
he
like,
saw it happening, and it's like, is there a way to get it back in? But he just helped it get there faster, but it was on its way.
Almost wondering if, like he went to nudge, it felt like a little late. Like maybe a second or two sooner might have saved that for him.
That's possible.
Speculative.
I know it's speculative.
You didn't want to get there in the first place, but you often don't realize it. It's one of those, once you realize it, it's like,
Almost
what do you
too
do?
late.
It doesn't matter what you do. It seems like it's destined to go there. Or you look at Jermaine's How to Nudge from the Outlane video and learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just go back and watch that clinic that he put on just a couple of balls ago.
I got a clip of that, and I also got a clip of Damien tilting it. He got it successfully out of the outlane, but tilted in the process. Still impressive to me. Every time I try, I just tilt.
So Damien just letting it calm down a little bit after the vigorous shaking of Robert.
Again, there's no need with the way the tilt balls are set up to have to let it calm down. I think, and the players know that. I think he was more calming himself down than
a little assessment.
than worried about the tilt ball being calm.
Yeah, I noticed some players step up to the machine and they plunge immediately, like Stephanie Davidson.
Right.
Sorry.
Here we go.
Raymond Davidson is like that too, and I've seen like Raymond and Andrei Masenkov playing in the same match, and they're two opposite extremes.
Sure.
Raymond has a ball launched even before he's standing at the machine.
Yeah.
Andrei will take about 20 or 30 practice flips before he launches the ball, and it's just like you're two extremes. And their play styles are two extremes too. And both are world champion players, so it shows you there's no right answer.
Oh, gosh, almost let that third one go. Really trying to save it. There we go. So his extra ball is lit. That's a 2.5 million point collection at the mystery shot.
And looks like he'll start hammering away there at the graveyard.
Well, the graveyard also has the 3 lights flashing, which is towards your seek and destroy. If he hits that, then the coffin, it will actually lock in those 3 lights until seek and destroy, which is really advantageous for going after crank it up, because you don't have to redo those shots, and every time you hit the shot, it gives you credit on this, basically the snake, the electric chair, and the grave with one shot.
A lot safer. Oh, wow, I thought that might go up and over. That was a nice transfer there.
This is I took 2 dangers, but I could see why.
If he didn't, that was going down the left outlet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've seen this mystery shot get stuck in a little loop here. It's the same as, and we know this is a reskin.
Don't remind me of how my game ended on here.
Is that how it ended?
Yeah,
oh.
It just kept going in there.
It happened to me on Guardians yesterday, and the Guardians is basically a reskin, so.
Gets a knock over there on the coffin.
Really nice on the fly out of the.
Oh.
Finding a good way to handle that.
That kick out.
The kick out. And I had one player told me, it's a perfect drop catch every time, and but I didn't get a chance to look. But the one person I saw trying to do a drop catch almost drained down the middle. So, it's. I don't know that it's consistent enough to do
How did
that.
you handle the funhouse kick out?
Left my flipper up, and it would bounce, and I would pray it bounced in such a way that wasn't the right out lane.
No kidding.
Because then I had a chance to get it.
Here we go with Sparky.
Once again, back in the Sparky electric chair multi-ball here.
Almost gets a hit into that Graveyard. Oh.
Wow, double outside
Oh, man,
drain.
that hurts.
You might have heard the what yelling
Yeah.
there. So that probably like very disappointing if we could
Oh, yeah, definitely.
ricochet into the snake there, picking up a snake. And this is where
nice save.
he starts just digging away at it again.
So, this is Damien playing. I noticed Damien's quite on the fly. He does trap, obviously, just did there.
Yeah, it's just proving you wrong. You said what?
I know. That's been the story of our cast all weekend. We say that something isn't going to happen.
And then it happens.
And then it happens
Yeah.
immediately.
So I would go for a grave shot right now to lock it. There you go. Because that locks in. Left out lane's now flashing.
now-
and
oh, and he tries
tried
to pop it.
backhand crank it
Yeah.
up.
Well, if the ball kind of comes out on the flipper a little bit.
Crank it up is right there. That's what he's going for, where the line is.
Oh,
no!
God,
Pops
yeah, just
up
skipped
and over.
that. Oh, man. We saw that backhand, Damien, yeah.
But at least, it's ball 2, not ball 3.
That's
he
true.
starts the next ball. He's got crank it up lit.
So Shawn Lin now full plunging up to the lanes there. Picks up the skill shot. It's like whenever the ball hits the top of the slings there, it's just like you get a little anxious. Because lately we've been seeing balls that are not moving too fast come off the top of the slings and then those out lanes.
Yeah, well, top of the sling towards the outside. Top of the sling towards the inside, like if you draw perpendicular on it,
Right.
is actually quite safe. It's going to come nicely, hit the bottom of the sling on the other one, and then you could get to a nice trap. But if it's just loose slightly on the outside of the sling, that's looking, it's aimed for the out lane.
Oh, okay. I
Oh.
wondered. That looked right down the middle. That's too bad.
All right, we have some updated finalists in the quarterfinals over in Raymond Davidson's group. That's Raymond Davidson, Richie Terry, Derek Price, and John Cambiari. John and Raymond will advance.
Really close.
Yeah, 6 points.
Yeah.
Gets them through. Derek with 5 and Richie Terry with 4. So Raymond on his way to try to defend his Northwest Championship.
All right, so we have Jermaine playing, right?
Right.
Yep.
Over in the rookies right now in progress, Mike Jin basically needs to not get a 0 here, not get last.
Yep.
If he gets first, second, or third, he will secure himself a rookie championship. And depending on how it finished up here, we could have some ties developing. But in summary, Mike just needs
That was
something other than last on that.
starting ball 3 here on Metallica. Robert Gagnon steps up.
Jermaine will need a very strong ball if he wants to survive past this. Same with Shawn.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, 2 players with the higher scores are the 2 players with the most points. So if they could reverse things and create a really interesting tiebreaker situation.
So what? All right. So there we go. I was going to say there was no switches hit. I was saying player 1, you're up. There was no switches registered until now. So here we go.
Hello, Gil. Nice for you to join us.
So ball in the snake here, picking up a snake letter. So right now looks like would Robert be trying to just get snake awards, because it looks like that's all he needs right now is a snake completion to crank it up.
Yeah, that would probably be a wise strategy. He's already had 2 multi-balls. Every multi-ball is more and more sparky hits. And the thing is, you don't have to actually shoot the snake. You shoot the snake. It's going to light 3 of the shots wherever the red arrow is, and the one on each side of it. Then you can make those shots instead. And I think the right ramp.
It's
it's
like
a right orbit.
Right orbit. Yeah.
loop.
Yeah.
A nice one to get lit is like if you would shoot the snake now, it would light the right ramp. There, the right ramp is lit. You ramp piston combo it. It gives you points while advancing while you advance your snakes. But again, he's looking for the lit snake shots, not necessarily the snake itself. Yeah, see, I think he was going for the ramp at that time.
Yeah, right into snake.
Snake.
1 letter away. Oh.
All right, and he gets that right orbit. So he's got his mystery lit.
Mystery is lit. His snake shot is lit.
Yeah, but it's the...
Nice drop catch.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think it's the crank it up.
Yeah, that's what
he
he's
was
going
probably
for.
Yeah, he
for.
was
It wasn't
chisel there.
it wasn't quite lit yet.
So right now, Robert's sitting in 2nd place in this game right now.
Damien has the opportunity to really widen his lead by hitting that crank it up shot. He's got it ready to go.
Yep. Widen his lead and actually secure him into the finals, or the semifinals, excuse me.
Okay, so Damien just said he's going to try the super skill shot into crank it up.
Wow.
So he's
Oh, my.
he's doing a Collier shot.
Wow.
I don't know if he's going to do it as super skill shot and not flip on
So
some
there he goes, holding the
machines.
flipper up.
Oh, he almost had it.
Almost nailed it.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That was
On some Metallicas, that is a very it's a very repetitive shot. I actually tried it early in the tournament like 2 or 3 times, and not once did it go in there.
They might have that.
Well,
It might be on purpose.
They might have.
Yeah.
It's probably set up steeper than most Metallicas, and as a result, it's not quite the same angles.
oh, no.
Oh, then
Oh,
look
no.
at, and that dead pass resulted in that drain.
Yeah.
The dead pass sent the ball into the sling and then into the out lane. It's too bad.
So right now, Damien looking good.
It's a nice score, yeah.
And actually, just trying to do some rough math here.
So he's
But
going to end with at least 6 points.
Yeah, I believe that should be enough, depending on what Shawn here does.
well, not necessarily.
No?
He could end up in a tiebreaker if either Shawn or Jermaine passes ahead of him. They get the 4 points.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, actually, they would both need to pass him, and then you set up a tiebreaker situation.
So they can't both pass him, though. Even if they got first and second.
Well,
Because he's gonna have 6
Oh,
points.
and
well, now they won't. But
now, yeah.
Oh.
Now, unfortunately, that will take Shawn out. That will take Shawn out of the tournament, and he's going to maybe do some roller skating and take a break right now.
So if my math is correct, Jermaine needs a win here.
Yes.
Second place won't be enough.
Yeah, second
No,
place.
he needs a win.
Yeah, second place would get him 5. Damien right now currently would get 9, and Robert would pick up 6. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Jermaine needs to pass Damien here.
If he gets... No, there's no way to have a tie now. I
Yeah,
don't
no.
think.
That scenario is now gone, and we're going to see Jermaine here probably, I would say, head back up north, and
I don't know if he needed to pick that danger up.
That-
Oh!
He had nothing
tries.
to lose right
He
there.
tries. No, he had to do that.
Wow.
You got to tilt trying.
So that is it.
All right, that's it for Jermaine and Shawn.
Jermaine and Shawn.
Robert and Damien will move on.
And,
All right, Dave, we'll
and
see you
Dave's
later.
Gonna take a break.
Thank you for joining us.
And right now, as the scores are finally being tabulated, and right now what I'm trying to do is switch over to get us the information and graphics for...
What ball are they on?
It looks like they might be on ball
Dialed
2 or
in.
3.
I wouldn't mind watching the end of that while they figure out this.
There we go. I have dialed it up, as they say. Waiting for the rookie finals here as we move over to dialed in now. Just so we can catch the last few balls here on dialed in. Mike Jin, like I said, pretty much guaranteed the win if, and only if, he doesn't finish last here.
And Zach gets first.
Right. And right now, looking at player number 3, Zach does have a decent score. He's got 115,000 points.
Can't see.
There we go. Get those selfies out of the way.
What is Mike's score right now? Player 2.
Mike, player 2, 32,000.
Oh, so he's having a bit of a rough game.
Yeah,
if Shawn can pick it up a little bit.
Shawn can pass him. Yeah, so there's some potential here. There's some interesting.
Yeah, maybe it could be an awesome upset.
Yeah, this does have the makings here of interestingness, depending on how the ball falls. So right there, using the Big Bang to complete the mode, and right now, you gotta feel that. Yeah, huge Big Bang, 437,000 points, and right now, Flash putting on a clinic here on Dialed In. By the way, interesting fact, and I'll kind of pop up video style. Thank you, Dr. Blueberry Johnson. Are you a PhD of fruit? I'd love to know that, but hey. Blueberries.
Oh.
Mike used to be the mayor of Redondo Beach.
Wow, that is awesome.
So Flash here trying to cause some disruption, and looking at the rookie finals here, this could get interesting depending on how things fall.
Well, it's kind of a battle between Shawn and Flash here, too, for placement.
Yeah, absolutely. So Mike right now, he just...
Oh, nice save.
With
the tilt.
And
that was a great ball.
There's a bit bonus there, but no.
It was a great ball from Flash.
Yeah, I like Jersey Jack doing that, letting us know how much bonus was lost.
I know, right? Just dangle it in front of you.
So this is the important ball 3 here. If Shawn is able to put some pressure and pass Mike Jin and put Jin in the last, and Zach is able to have an incredible ball 3 and then pass Flash,
yep,
we could have a tie. So all is not guaranteed yet for Mike. Oh, well.
That was
what?
it. There
you go.
Shawn had a rough time of it there.
Well, right there, that just gave Mike Jin the win in the rookie division. So congratulations here to Mike for holding on.
the mayor of pinball.
The mayor of pinball. Nice job there, the Mike. Way to go. And Mike's going to take a victory lap here. Takes a skill shot. Does have gets the super skill. He's like, I'm not going to end with low points.
You know, yeah, once it doesn't matter, it's this kind of liberating feeling.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I'm good
a little
now.
Fun.
I'm good. So the former mayor, he was top seeded coming into the rookie finals, rookie playoffs and finals. And gets his 2-ball multi-ball rolling. Makes you wonder now with his victory lap if he's, I don't know. Maybe he wants to start chiseling away here and maybe take
maybe he'll try and take
down.
Flash down, yeah.
Well, he is a game away from the... you know, the clean
perfect,
sweep.
yeah,
the
that
perfect clean sweep.
yeah. Which doesn't earn you any cash, but it definitely earns you some pride.
Right, yeah. So at this point,
Nice handling there.
Shawn is going to end with 2 points. There is a possibility. Yeah, Zach will finish with 5. And so, yeah, placements are already set here. So this is just a pride situation here for Mike. But, yeah, placements are already pretty much set in stone. Because Zach is guaranteed at least a point. So, yeah, we have placements.
Yeah, we know for sure. Let's see, where's Zach at on his score in this game?
Player 3 is at 115,000. So he would have to pass.
He's locked in as well.
Yeah, they're all locked
second.
in at this point.
Yeah, they're all locked.
Oh, well, the champion has it go away from him, but I don't know if he realizes yet that he has done it.
Yeah, I'm not sure he knows he's won yet.
No, I don't think so either. He's I don't think he's done the math. You know, we have our crack team here.
And and
a production assistant.
He could just be humble too.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. Yeah, those ball threes didn't really
left
mean
out
anything.
lane drain there from Zach. So you know what? Flash can just plunge this away as.
Or he can play it. Get a little time on the camera. Hey.
So Flash is going to pick up 4 points, so at least he doesn't get skunked out here. Zach will also pick up 2 points.
Yep.
And Mike will pick up a single point, so he'll end with 9, and 9 is enough. Congratulations to Mike Jen for winning the rookie division here at the Northwest Pinball Championships. We'll see his presentation here
after the opens are over.
After the opens are over. So what we're going to do now is we're going to join a game in progress, and that is the group of Colin Urban, Johnny Monica, Maka Honig, and Bob Matthews as they are finishing and playing through Guardians of the Galaxy. And right now we got Colin Urban playing.
So it looks like we're going to do the rookie awards before the next round.
Okay, so we're going to do it in between the rounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be nice to get these guys out so they don't have to stick around.
Yes, Mike Jen wins.
Yep.
So congratulations to Mike. Very well done. Oh. All right, so we're going into ball number 3 here. And just kind of looking around things. So
basically, Maka would have to get last, and Colin would have to get first.
Yeah.
Which is not out of the realm.
No, right now Colin's at 153. Maka's sitting with 1.5. So right now, Maka is looking last.
But Johnny has quite an impressive score.
He's
so
pulling
Colin would have to beat Johnny.
Yes. So this is where the tension level comes up a notch.
Yep.
Freeze the orb ball, gets it right away, so gets right into orb. And Johnny here is just adding on.
Yeah, he's having a really nice game. See how long he can. Oh, he loses one of the orb, and he didn't have enough momentum for that ramp. Oh, and he lost the other ball. Dang.
Well, if Johnny wins this game, that puts him at 6 points. And if Maka stays at 8, and then Colin gets
6.
5. Well, no, if Colin doesn't get second here.
That would be an impressive ball from either Bob or Maka.
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, right now, yep, our chat room is doing the math. Thank you. Yomangyo? Johnny and Colin go to a tiebreaker if nothing changes. That is correct. So right now, Johnny. Nice post transfer. And right into the mode select scoop. Also picking up a mystery there. And he gets an orb collection. That's helpful. And now he needs to pick his mode. He goes right into pod chase.
Oh, we've got Dave back.
Oh, Dave. Dave took a stretch, grabbed himself a coffee
Ooh,
real quick.
Starbucks.
Oh, they're not paying us.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, coffee.
No, but this is Seattle, and what would you expect next door to a pinball tournament?
McDonald's? Oh, wait, they're not paying us either.
Yeah, what are you doing,
I
Chase?
know.
Breaking your own rules.
Although maybe you should get some.
Oh, wow.
Get
That
them as a
took two
sponsor.
dangers. And our table just shook at the same time.
I kind of thought we should go after alcohol, beer companies for sponsorships.
Or knowing what many pinball players drink, go for that.
So right now, Johnny Monica is just adding on.
Just having a great game. Well, and he knows what Colin is capable of.
Absolutely. We've seen it. He's put up over 800 million
Yeah.
on this game during qualifying. So, yeah, this Mr. Snailman's right. Don't want to tilt this. He's got some bonus there.
Just having really bad luck with these ramps here for, is it pod chase, right?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, and he loses it.
All right.
All right, well, let's see what his
So-
bonus is.
His bonus, adding them up all together.
That's a nice 20 million.
20 million. That's helpful. So 338 million for Johnny Monica right now, sitting first place. That would give him 6 points if everything holds the way it is right now. Bob Matthews would pick up a point. So Bob right now trying to play a bit of a spoiler. Trying to cause some changing. Let that go because it did not hit any switches.
Still hasn't hit a switch.
It hit one sling.
Oh, there we go.
It takes 2 slings. Oh, no! Oh!
Oh, that's so frustrating.
He sees it too. He's like 1 switch, 2 switch, drain. All right.
It's too bad.
Maka here, to make things a lot easier on everybody, needs to beat 67 million.
Is he gonna? Yeah, he's gonna post pass. Keep trying to hit that mode start. Looks like he has just had no luck with the mode start.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what's happened to his game so far.
I don't think he's feeling comfortable a bit right now on Guardians. Hopefully he can settle down, make some shots. But right now, just not having
Nice
good,
little save
yeah.
there.
Oh,
that
rejection
was
over there.
Yeah.
Oh my. That's like 4th shot now.
Nice little tap. Keep it on the flipper.
There it is.
There we go.
5th time.
So I'm guessing
That's
he'll
a
go
charm.
quills.
Yes,
Yep.
he does. Gets his multi-ball, and
A
now
little breathing room, maybe.
Yeah. How's it make you feel, Dave? You know, if you're going for a shot repeatedly and you're just not hitting it, how do you calm yourself down to actually get it?
Take a different shot for at least 1 or 2 shots.
Can you bring that up a little bit there?
Yeah.
Thanks.
So I found myself in that situation on this game, and what I did, it's like, you know what, I need to resync. Took 2 shots at Groot to get myself a lock, and then decided, okay, now I'll try again, and I was able to hit it. It was just one of those, sometimes you just need to resync.
Oh, nice save.
He
But-
needed to take it there. He had to. Ball's coming straight down.
But yeah, it could get frustrating. Another
Yeah.
one, World Cup soccer multi-ball start is really,
Oh,
really known for that same
scoop.
type of pain.
Yeah.
All right, so he's got his group multi-ball.
I know he might have been disappointed in his quill.
Yeah, but, maybe that's all he needed to kind of feel the table out. And,
Yeah, again, quill is not necessarily. It's nice if you get points. I think that's bonus. It really is get yourself comfortable with the machine and the shots. You know, kind of loosen up. It's your warm up.
All right, so he's got a
Boom.
nice super
24
jackpot.
million super jackpot. So he's making his way right now.
Well, he's got the 3x
That was
on
nice.
the center shot right now.
Oh, bummer.
And picks up a last 900K, finishing group with 31 million. And he's got an orb shot available and his mode select. Both transfer over, and he's probably going to do that mode select. Yeah, we're all cringing here for Maka.
Oh yeah, he's so close.
Yeah, Mr. Snailman.
And he doesn't.
Oh, you got a ball
he
save.
He
You
had
got
the
a ball save. Yep. Yeah, regular flippers on all these machines. No lightning flippers in play here.
They did have lightning flippers in the women's bank on, I believe it was Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys made it over to the.
Oh man, that kick out
Man.
into the sling. And
So did he?
He did not.
Oh, that is too bad.
So right now, Maka is here with a Colin. Now here's where Colin, if he can beat Johnny Monica, we will have a tie.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone played the World Cup soccer.
Actually, if he doesn't, don't you still have a tie?
Do we? Let's see.
Right now, it would be sitting 8-6-6.
Yep.
What makes it interesting is if he goes and he can pass Johnny and create a potential tie for first, but that one would be irrelevant because both players would move on.
Correct. Oh, left out lane drain, and he gives it a nudge, a little rage there. And so he does not pass Johnny. Johnny's going to pick up 6 points.
So now there's going to be a tie for who moves on.
Correct. It's going to be between Johnny and Colin. Johnny and Colin. While they're deciding what that tiebreaker game is going to be, I want to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors of the Northwest Pinball Championships, and that would be Nitro Pinball, Grand Champion Games, Olaf's over in Ballard, 8-Bit Arcade, Jupiter in Seattle, Coindexter's, Zen Studios, which, by the way, they had a great full-body mock-up of their machine here. Shorty's, Full Tilt, Ice Cream, Flip Flip Ding Ding, and another Castle Video Games. We want to thank all you guys for sponsoring the Northwest Pinball Championships, broadcasting here on Geek Gamer TV. This is also a Stern Pinball Pro Circuit event, which basically means these players are earning those circuit points. You get enough points, you can make yourself a nice bag of clothes, and you're heading to Chicago to compete in the Pro Circuit Finals. Also, coming up in January, if you have the opportunity, head on down to Southern California for the It Never Drains in Southern California Tournament and Festival. That is in Banning, California. 500 pinballs on free play. So if you don't even want to play tournaments, you can just go out and hang out and play pinball machines. They'll have a high stakes division. Is that like $100 a play, Dave? Do you know about that?
It's $50 a play.
$50.
Let me say, I've been to Indisc each of the last 4 or 5 years, and it has established itself. I'd say, next to Replay FX, it's on the scale of the Papa tournament, which is now defunct in Pittsburgh just because it was too much work for them to do that and Replay FX at the same time.
Right. So we're going to Guardians. TNA?
So
Tiebreaker on TNA. All right, so as we suspected, we were going to have a tiebreaker, and it's going to be TNA.
So if anyone is looking for like their first trip,
yeah, go for it, Eden.
Okay. We'll let Eden.
Eden's going to be
his announcements,
and we're going to actually
Use that mic to pick up some of the sounds from TNA.
That's right. Yes, that's what he was doing.
We love it so much.
So here we go. This is a tiebreaker, a very big tiebreaker between Colin and Johnny Monica.
Now, is this going to be one ball or is this a full game?
Full game.
Full game.
You're
the only
Northwest Pinball and Arcade Show is about the only place where we do one ball tiebreakers.
I do that in my tournaments.
It's because we are so time limited, we can't afford the time of a full tiebreaker round, especially if you have 4 or 5-way ties.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people don't like it. The question is, what are the other choices? And the
Left
other
out lane
choices
drain
are using
quickly.
mechanisms like points, number first, number seconds, which
Yeah.
makes sense in some cases, but not in all cases.
Yeah.
So real quick ball there for Colin, as we're now going to bring you some game sound here.
But at least he didn't. Sometimes too quick on TNA is better than a little bit quick, as
Yeah.
in he didn't get 2 locks and drain.
Yeah, that the stealing locks aspect of this game for multiplayer play is really
I think it's great for head-to-head because then, it's kind of like offense-defense type thing. 4 players is a little bit more difficult because you can get, the person constantly following someone who, who they're getting lucky. with
yeah.
it.
Well, sometimes having 2 balls locked can make me nervous, and I'll miss that shot because I am building it up or whatever. Yeah, we were asking Eden earlier if there's a way to set those locks to virtual.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we will have a TNA in the modern lineup for Vancouver Flip Out, and I might take a look to see if
Get that
there's
back.
any settings that we can leverage that might change things. Some games, for example, I don't know about these modern games, but for example, clear locks after the ball.
Wow.
That's so rough ball for both players.
So really now we're down to a 2-ball game.
Yep.
I mean, essentially.
That skill shot at the top is 100,000 points.
Yeah.
Oh, the music is amazing. Yeah, here's where a 2-hour round turns into 2.5 hours. Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely. I want to thank you all guys for watching us here on Twitch. The home here of the 2018 Northwest Pinball Championships. Colin is up there. You can kind of see him on the reflection of the glass. He was just taking an extra minute there. Backhand into the lock lane. 2 locks now there. And right now, it's really quiet in here. We got all these competitors watching on the screens here in the room. Wow, look at that. Colin's 1 target away from maxing his reactor value. Whoa! Oh, wow. Oh my word.
Did you get a clip of that?
That is amazing to me. He didn't get a danger on the first nudge. The second one, it seemed a little bit lighter. He got the danger on.
Oh, it bobbled that and didn't quite get it back. All right. Perfect setup. Just wants to get up to the upper playfield to build that reactor value.
Yes.
Or, I'm sorry, make it critical.
Yes.
Critical hit. Or just go ahead and relight your locks.
Well, he's getting his jackpots.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's still in multi-ball.
Yeah,
what
that's
am I
right.
saying? Yeah.
Oh, he just completed the save lane. But now he's probably going to start sending it back up to the top to start for chiseling away at that reactor. Yes, he does. He heads up north. And his reactor is now ready. His reactor target is the ever-popular
Pop bumper of death.
Pop Bumper of Death on the right-hand side. And he nails it.
Oh,
Ooh,
God.
wicked.
And that's why they give you a ball save after the reactor.
Did he get it? He did.
Yeah,
he
they
was
gave it,
able.
yeah. Oh, and he got his balls. He probably would have.
Oh, and he's still under it. But now he's out of ball save time.
Can you think of any other machine where someone would willingly shoot directly into a pop bumper?
I know
it boggles your mind.
I think the
So
last time they had a machine like that was like a 1960s machine because it was a 100-point pop bumper and everything else was 10 points.
Okay, yeah.
But other than that,
Yeah, Rocket 3.
yeah, that's
All right, so now there's a little bit of a gap between Colin and Johnny here.
That's right. He'll get that back. That's what I'm saying. It's going to turn into a 2-ball game because that first ball game Maybe getting used to the machine, getting the jitters out of the way.
Turning into it was a 2-ball game after that first ball.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Johnny getting first ball locked. Let's see.
So if he can start multi-ball, he'll turn it into a 1-ball game.
Yes. Ooh, nice nudge over.
He has some good ball control.
Oh,
a little early.
Oh,
There we
very
go.
nice. So Johnny Monica now with 2 balls locked. And, he tried to hit it on the fly, and he hits it
there
the
it
second
is.
time around. And right now he will get all 3 of those back. And as he's... And here, so he won't get that 3rd one back. But he's now in 2-ball play. As he's trying to complete the grid, he's 1 target away.
And he tried to save it,
did.
but didn't quite connect.
Nice drop catch there.
Yes.
Johnny just needs 1 more shot on the grid. Oh, picking up a danger. Now, for him to
Ooh,
my
that
word.
was some nice flipper work there.
Yes. So for him to relight the locks, can't speak. Try thinking, Chase, before you speak. He's got to hit those 3 stand-up targets there in that lock lane. Then there's a scoop in the back. The ball drops in there. He'll relight his locks. But he also got 1 shot left. But he's staying away from the grid, which might be the smart move here.
Oh, it's such a scary shot.
Yes, and he's able to backhand it into the scoop, relight the locks. He'll get that
should
back.
get that back. It did bobble a little bit, but
Ooh.
he got it.
The auto kick here is getting a little weak, it looks like.
I think maybe he...
Oh, that's his 2nd danger.
So when you're hitting those drop targets to relight your lock, I was like trying to learn the scoring and watching. I wasn't sure you're either getting 0 points or 1 point for it. It's like there's no value.
Wow.
Other
on the
than
fly.
relighting your locks, there's like no value to hitting those.
the
targets beyond
one
that.
at the end of his score, you mean?
Oh.
No, I'm
Oh. Almost, as he says to competitors behind him. So, with the bonus, he's not far away.
Now we have a 1-ball game.
However,
He
Colin
left.
has 2
Oh.
balls in the lock lane that he can steal now from Johnny.
Yep. So if he makes that multi-ball and a lock quick shot, he'll get 75,000
Yeah.
points, which is pretty good in this scoring game.
I mean,
low
he
scoring
could
game.
soft plunge it, get that O or whatever letter he wants to select, and pick up another 100,000.
I would think it's...
I would do it. I would be doing it right now. But here, it's easy for me to say. I'm behind the microphone.
I know, and maybe that's why we're not playing.
That's right. Yeah. So right now, Colin taking his time. He's right in front of the machine right now.
That's good. I think it's... You have to do whatever makes you the most comfortable. I don't know how some of these guys rush up and just plunge it right away.
All right. Here's Colin Urban, Portland, Oregon, own. And he full plunges it off the fly. Oh, he doesn't quite get it.
There it is.
But he gets it on the 2nd chance. And multi-ball is underway. He's trying to complete that grid. 1 shot to go. Picks up a jackpot. So right now, 3x. Loses 1. He's able to start the
got the
reactor. And got the ball saved, so he'll get that
up
back.
to the upper playfield. And he managed to catch the plunge.
But did not get a lot of...
Oh, man.
Did not stay up there long enough, so the reactor is counting down from 28, as you can see.
Picked up a jackpot there.
Oh, no.
Oh, ooh.
So now he's trying to calm it down. Trying to calm it down. There he goes. I think he's... Oh! He's...
That was rough.
All right. So Johnny's got some work to do. He lost his 2 balls that were locked in the lock lane. So he has to re-earn them, obviously. And it's up to Johnny right here.
It's not too bad. I mean, if he gets that skill shot, he's already halfway there. Yeah, so do you know what that little one at the end of Colin's score means, Chase?
I do not.
That's how many reactors he's completed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's the only scoring that the reactors it's like a running count, letting you know, right?
Right. It has no bearing on the match at the end of the game either. It's not like you have to have a 0. So it's just kind of, you can look at the score and see, oh, hey, that guy's
got 8 reactors.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Johnny Monica at the controls, as you can see. Here we go, sloth plunge. Oh, he might have been going for that O.
I think so.
Oy vey. All right, he's able to complete the grid. He's got a reactor ready to start.
A little tap to keep it on the flipper.
I think, though, he'll backhand to the lock lane. Yeah,
Yep.
he does.
Well, he can, if he's quick on it, he can. Yep, he caught the plunge, but he didn't quite make it all the way up the upper play field.
Oh, no!
Oh,
no!
That's heartbreaking.
Oh, man. And
Man.
and you just saw it right there, folks. That's it for Johnny Monica.
Great playing this weekend.
Absolutely, man. Johnny. Oh, man.
Really, really nice playing.
Oh, such a bummer. But Colin Herb surviving another
Moving
day.
on.
Moving
Very
on.
nice playing in the tiebreaker. Almost half a mil.
Wow.
Nerve-wracking playing a tiebreaker
Yeah, no
because
kidding.
all of the other people playing in the tournament are standing around watching you on the only game going.
Yes. But yeah, talk about nerve-wracking. Like, just, ugh. So we are waiting now.
Oh, yeah. Time to announce the rookie winners.
Yes, so we're going to, and the mic's over there.
I don't need to do anything.
Actually, yep, he's grabbing the mic here. It's on Adams. And you are good whenever you'd like to go for it.
All right, come over here, Eden. All right, so we are done with the rookie division this year. Top 8 that fought alongside the open divisions with our 4 finalists. Fourth place, Sean McDonald. Congratulations. Thank you. Third place, we have Flash Hayes. Congratulations, Flash. Good job. Cool shirt. 2 for 1. Okay. And then second place, Zach Amador. Congratulations. Amador 64. Okay, over there. I don't know what's going on. And then all the way from California, we have Mike Jean, first place, 10 points. Very good. Congratulations, man. Good job. Thanks for coming. Hope we see you soon again. All right, guys, thank you. And then we are ready to move on to the semi-final for the main.
Stay right here because you're going to watch more Northwest Pinball Championship action right here on YouTube, Facebook, or wherever you've seen this video. If you want to be a part of it and help out in the community, head on over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/GeekGamerTV. Thanks for watching.